thought to myself, what you really need is one final bit. This is the part where the Google developers start paying attention. An interesting idea what you gotta do. Okay. You gotta ship your netbooks or laptops or whatever that got Google Chrome. They've also got to have Windows on the same hard drive, built in. And you think, well, why would we do that, right? I mean, we're trying to screw with Windows here. Why would you give them Windows at the same time people just use Windows? I don't know. Here's how it works. Build in Google Chrome essentially into the bootloader. The bootloader is, the thing that you load up, and then if you have multiple operating systems, it'll choose one or the other. So imagine this. I turn on my netbook thingy, whatever. It goes into the bootloader. It goes this invisibly. I don't see it. It's just black screen or something, but it gets by that very quickly because it automatically boots up Google Chrome, right? Google Chrome boots up, make it all very nice and shiny, diddly-ding, and then, and it all looks nice, very, very inviting because we're trying to appeal to the mass market here. Maybe some music, very clear what it's doing. Get that up there, but that thing had better boot like lightning, which is what you said you were going to do, right? Get that thing up there. Comes on the screen, Google Chrome, okay, then, and they get the browser open, already on your home page, right? And it's right there. Clearly it's a browser. You know how this works, how to do that. Then, off to the side, you want to have a big, nice, shiny button. And it says something like, Start Windows. And it's got the Windows logo, and it's all nice and shiny and very obvious. Give it a chunk of the screen or something, right? You can get rid of it, obviously. But when it first boots up, here's your browser right there, and here's Windows. And then maybe you've got something else. Maybe you've got Ubuntu. Maybe you've got Mac OS. Maybe you've got BSD, I don't know. Solaris, Eros, for that matter. Yeah, but maybe for that matter, Google could be very good at that. You have Chrome and you give it, you load in some sort of install file, Windows install file, Ubuntu install file, and it'll, set up all the partitioning in advance and get the install thingy to go on that partition or something like that. But you want to feel like Google Chrome is the base of your computer, as if it were the bootloader itself, as if it were the BIOS almost. Now, why are we doing this? This is very interesting. You come in, you see, okay, here's a Chrome, and here's my nice shiny button. Now, the vast majority of people, what they're going to do, they go on, what is this Chrome? What is Google Chrome? Oh, Windows. Okay, click. They click on Windows. Here's what I want to do. I want to make it feel like Windows is less so a competitor with Google Chrome and more so a application within Google Chrome. Do you see where I'm going with this? What you do is when you click on Windows, and there's a nice little shiny thing where maybe it like zooms into the button, like ding, and starting Windows. And then what it's actually doing is it's exiting out of Google Chrome, and then it goes to the bootloader. It says bootloader, choose Windows, and then chooses Windows, and that happens and everything. But make it look like we're coming out of Google Chrome now, like we've launched something within Google Chrome now, right? So the regular shutdown animation should be entirely different from the shutdown and restart to Windows animation. Okay, we're going into Windows now. We're going into Windows. Now we boot into Windows, and that takes a while, however much Windows is doing. At this point, Google Chrome is off. It's not doing anything. But it might be, I don't know how you can do this, but maybe you can even edit up Windows a little bit. Not that you could, hack the code, but imagine there could be, when Dell ships their computers, they have, like, certain programs built in already, like the Dell Updater thingy, whatever. Imagine there was a Google Chrome thing built into there, and it just gives you, like, your shutdown options. And along with the normal options, there's exit to Google Chrome. What does that do? Well, that shuts down Windows, and that boots, from the bootloader back to Google Chrome. But when it comes to Google Chrome, when it's exiting out of Windows, it goes that reverse animation. Oh, okay, ending Windows. Ding. Make Windows feel like an application within Google Chrome. Why? Because when someone gets on the thing, and all they know is Windows, they click on there, they say Google. What is that? They don't know what that is. They're not going to touch it. They see there's the word Google. Okay, that's good. It's Google. But there's this Chrome thing? I don't know Chrome. I don't know any of this. I know Windows. Oh, look, Windows. There's a logo there. Click. We go into Windows. We go over there. We do everything we want to do in Windows. Except you deal with the boot time over in Windows, don't you? Whatever viruses you might get in Windows, don't you? Whatever the problems you may have with Windows, you got to deal with all of that. Every single time you turn on this computer, you're going to be going on, you're going to see that browser of Google Chrome already open for you. And did I mention it's got awesome synchronization? That whenever you boot up Google Chrome, there's some automatic process that goes through and looks at the relevant files over in Windows, sees any bookmarks you got, any maybe cookies, maybe anything at all, from any browser, from any of your installed operating systems, from anything, anywhere that could possibly apply over in Google Chrome, and it imports it all, or gives you the option. Would you like to import all of your bookmarks? And you're like, oh, yes. And then ding, and then the home page right there, it changes. And you're like, oh, look, the thing already has my home page. In fact, you may want to import automatically. The home page is already changed without you even clicking a button. You boot the computer. Others go, hey, look, there's my home page that I set up in Windows. Oh, that's intelligent. And then you click over and you go into Windows. Windows takes a while, doesn't it? Windows has some problems. Every single time you boot your computer, you're going in, oh, there's this Google Chrome, and then maybe even, Windows is going to come up automatically in 5 seconds unless you move the mouse or something. But even there, the 5 seconds, there's this thing, and the browser, it's already there, it's already open. You go back into Windows, but eventually you come on a thing, you're turning on the computer, like, I don't think I need Windows right now. I can just go online. This thing's already got all my favorites. It's already got all my, extensions. It's already got everything you need. It's already been pulled in, which I think you can do that. I'm pretty sure Google can figure out how to do that. And so you start using the Google thing, and they have some nice little tutorials maybe in there somewhere. Oh, would you like to do Word document or text documents on the internet here? Would you like to do Excel type spreadsheets on the internet? Would you like to do, anything you could normally do on the internet? You have it right here. And the whole time there's Windows. It's Windows. It's right there. If you get, sort of confused, I don't want to do it, okay, click Windows. We'll go into Windows. That's fine. You can go right there. That's absolutely cool with us. Absolutely fine. But at any given moment, you would click that exit to Chrome button, which is really technically rebooting the system, but whatever. You exit to Chrome, oh, hey, look, this thing, and this thing is here, and it goes faster. But it basically comes down to this, people. Everyone does Windows. People are, like, addicted to Windows, you might think. And unless they see that Windows right there, they're not going to bother with your Google Chrome. They're not going to touch it. They want that flexibility. They want that stability. That comes with, okay, I have this thing. I have the thing I always use. It's right there. But every time they walk into this thing, they get a glimpse of this new thing they could use. Every single time. And walk by and say, oh, I could have used that. And eventually, they do use it, and it works fine. And then they use it again, until eventually we got them on a regular habit of using it. Which is also fun, just because Google Chrome is open source, and I love open source, and I want to support that several which ways I can. And eventually, you start cutting into Windows market share. Eventually, people don't necessarily need Windows. I just use Chrome all the time. There was that one time last month I clicked into Windows, but really, I just use the Chrome part, It's already on your machine, actually. Just, that thing when you boot? Oh, that thing, yeah, that thing. You just click over here, the browser, it's already open, and you can just start surfing if that's all you want to do. Just start surfing. And Windows is still there, Don't panic, it's right there, big friendly button, But in the meantime, people start to use Google Chrome OS. And it's a boon for open source, which is my primary reason for being excited about stuff. Also, I just love the idea of being fully on the internet, how our paradigms can change regarding operating systems and so forth. So yes, hopefully they'll use an idea like that. Or something. Thanks for watching. See you later.